Do you wish that you could have spontaneous sex? If you're experiencing performance anxiety, so erection or ejaculation problems, wishing and hoping that we can have spontaneous sex is one of the things that keeps us stuck. So in this video, I'm going to unpack what I mean by that, how we avoid falling into the trap of the wishing and hoping and actually get to the point of being able to have spontaneous sex. How do we do that? I'll also be sharing with you something called the performance anxiety quiz in the comments. I'll talk more about that shortly. One of the common thoughts that goes through our mind when we're experiencing performance anxiety is, I wish that I could just have spontaneous sex. And it's not just the thought. We actually picture ourselves. We're able to just do or have sex whenever we want to. And then we use that version to shame our current self and think, I could never do that. You know, that's just not me, or I'm not capable of doing something like that. Or we imagine another guy, our partner, or somebody that we're dating or seeing with another person, and they're just having amazing sex, spontaneous sex, and we're feeling sorry for ourselves, stuck and alone. This is just one type of thought. Other types of thoughts are that we don't want to disappoint our partner, and we again create these pictures in our mind of our partner maybe even packing their bags and leaving, or feeling like we are a disappointment to them. Why do we do this? Because this is a normal thing to do when we're experiencing performance anxiety. And what we have to be aware is that these types of thoughts keep us stuck. Okay, they don't get this fixed for us. I want you to notice this. If you can relate to these types of thoughts, how long have they been going on for? And notice how they go round and round like a loop, a spiral in our mind. They come and then they go, and then they come back, and then they go again, then they come back, and then they go again. But they don't create any sense of progress or momentum. In fact, they do the absolute opposite of that. They hold us back and keep us stuck, feeling like, oh, I wish that I could be that person. I wish I knew how to do that, but I'm just not good enough for that. Or other men can do that, but that's just not me. I'm never going to be able to do something like that. What if my partner wants somebody like that? What if someone was able to do that for them and they would be happy and I would be alone, and that would feel awful? This is what we do, right? We create this sense of terror in our body and in our mind. Why? Because that doesn't seem good, but it brings us comfort. In this space of uncertainty, we're actually certain how things are, right? And hear me out, what I mean by this is when we're certain, I won't be able to be like that. I'm not the kind of person that can have spontaneous sex. I'm just not able to do that. My body's not able to do that. Hear how certain that is. I am not able to do that. My body is not able to do that. And so it's this certainty trap where we stay stuck, but it's a false sense of security. It's a protection mechanism from our mind, because we actually know that we can get this sorted, but that feels unfamiliar. Who am I if I'm somebody who's able to have spontaneous sex? Who am I if I'm able to take my partner and make wild, passionate love to them and it feels amazing? That can feel so distant and so unrelatable at times, especially if this has been going on for years, that it just feels like, I don't know who that person is. I don't know if I could achieve that. I don't even recognize myself. And so on one hand, we want this, but on the other hand, we actually attach some kind of pain with it because it feels unknown, it feels unfamiliar. And then we think, no, I don't know who that person is. I can't imagine myself being like that. So I'm going to create this sense of distance and keep the status quo going. And what is the status quo? I'm not able to get hard during sex. I'm not able to satisfy my partner. I'm not able to have spontaneous sex. So this is the status quo, and it keeps us stuck in a trap. So what I'd like you to do, okay, because that's some information there, but the most important thing is, what do we do with that information? First of all, I'd just like you to notice what kind of thoughts you see are going through your mind. Is it similar to that? Is it similar to, I wish I could have spontaneous sex? I wish I could satisfy my partner. What if I can't satisfy them? Or imagining a version of yourself being able to have spontaneous sex, but then feeling a sense of shame at the same time, or imagining other people, I'm sure they're able to do it. They don't have a problem. So see if you can relate to any of that. And if the answer is yes, and if also you notice that these thoughts are not actually helping you, when we really stop and think about it. Are these actually helping me or not, these thoughts? Have they got things sorted over time, or have they actually kept me stuck? Because I believe it's totally possible for you to have spontaneous sex and at the same time for the sex to feel safe, for sex to feel enjoyable, for sex without stress. These things are possible, but we have to change what we believe about ourselves ultimately, because there's a part of us that doesn't believe that we can have spontaneous sex. There's a part of us that doesn't believe that we're able to have sex without stress because it's been not going to plan for so long. Ultimately, we want to get this fixed and sorted, which is totally possible. The first step to take on that journey is a simple one, and that is understanding what is going on for you personally. How do we do that? I've designed something called the Performance Anxiety Quiz, which is 10 yes or no questions that you ask yourself. And you will then see your score, plus I will send you a report with the top 3 questions on performance anxiety answered, so that we can start having more realizations like this and actually avoid staying stuck, avoid feeling less of a man, avoid feeling like we can never be this person who we want, and actually start getting things sorted. So if you're ready to take the first step, which is a simple and a safe one, then head to the comments section below. You'll see the link to the Performance Anxiety Quiz. Click on that link. It will take you straight to the page where you can answer the 10 yes or no questions. I look forward to seeing you there and going through this together with you.